Good morning. I'm back with week 2. It's insane that it's been 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Actually, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow will be 2 weeks. But I have some time this morning because I got to work and the daycare is flooded. Completely flooded. We had a huge storm last night, but it's a mess. So I will be spending my day cleaning up gross water all over my carpets and washing everything in the building. But I get a free day, which is kind of nice. So I'm going to hurry up and do this while I have the extra time. I'm shaking the table, sorry. Week 2 has been crazy. First, let's start with my stats. My highest weight was 276 back in December. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy June 4th, 2019 with Dr. Woodland at Deaconess Hospital. And week 1, I was at 240. No, I'm sorry, my surgery weight was 246. And my week 1 weight was 236. Week 2, but I'm a day early. I might lose something more tomorrow, but as of today, I am 232, which is 4 pounds for the prior week. But I'm not eating enough, and I expect my weight to slow down, which is kind of sad. But I just can't get in the calories and protein. I just can't. There's just not enough room, which we'll get to that in a minute. Man, trying to get the calories in has been an adventure. Things you don't realize about the small stomach, things I didn't ever see on here, and I'm going to tell you, that's another reason I'm doing this. Most people, it could be because I'm old, which is the reason I'm doing this channel. I don't care about subscribers or likes, which I don't even know what that does. I'm so old. But I'm 48, and when I was looking on here, there was one lady that I really loved that was about my age, and her name is Dawn. 50-year-old me is the name of her thing. If you're not watching her videos, you should be. She's great. And I just followed her like a crazy person because she was the only one that was about my age. And so I subscribed because I wanted to be notified every time she posted something. And still to this day, I watch all of her videos. There's nobody our age. And 48 is a big difference from 28. And so these things may be just because I'm older and they don't happen to the younger generation. I don't know. But I've had some crazy things happen this week. First, let's go. I went back to work probably too early. I had surgery on Tuesday. I went back to work the following Monday. But I work in a daycare, so aside from picking up kids, there's not much physical labor involved. We play tag and stuff, but you're supposed to be moving, so I didn't think it'd be that big a deal. I was wrong. For one thing, if you watched last week, I told you about my grandson who weighs 25 pounds, and he's in the daycare, and he follows me around and reaches for me, and I have to pick him up. He's so cute, and I love him so much, and he just wants me to hold him. So I pick him up, which I know I shouldn't because I can feel a little pull on my incisions. But God, how do you tell a tiny fat face no? So I did that, and I think that is what's causing my next thing. Since I started back to work, I have excruciating back pain, and it's only at work, and I've never had back pain before. I'm thinking maybe my stomach is still healing, so I'm not using those stomach muscles. So my back is like trying to carry all the weight of picking things up and bending over and doing all the work that I have to do. And so it hurts. But by 2 o'clock every day, and I don't get off till 3:30. By 2 o'clock every day, I am dying and my back hurts so bad. And I can't take any of my actual pain medicine because I have to drive home. So I'm just taking regular Tylenol and it's not cutting it. And I keep laying on the floor and doing all kinds of things because it just really hurts. So I wouldn't go back to work too early. If you can get the time off, take the time off. I shouldn't have come back, but I own the daycare and the girls are just struggling without me and crazy things went wrong and I just really needed to be here. Excuse me. The other thing is water. They want me to get in 48 to 64 ounces of water a day. I don't get in that much fluid/food at all. Part of it is being busy because it is a conscious, constant effort. Drink, drink, drink. Now I can swallow fine. I can take up to probably 3 swallows without stopping and it fits just fine. But it's remembering, okay? So it's got to be like every 15 or 20 minutes. Drink, 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 eat, drink, drink. It's just constant. And when you live a normal life, you don't have the time to just constantly be drinking and eating. So what I've done now this week to try and kind of fix that is I set timers on my phone on the Veritastic app. I love that app. I used to be on MyFitnessPal, but they're always telling you, you're not eating enough, you're not eating enough, and that's dumb. And plus, this has reminders for your water and your vitamins and your protein shakes. It's already built in. You can just turn them on, and I like that a lot. So I switched over, and so it reminds me, ding, drink water, and that helps. I'll just take, even if I just take one drink, that helps a lot. I'm trying to do 3 swallows every time it reminds me, and I've got it reminding me every hour. But like right now, I'm very thirsty. I need to be drinking more. I'm not getting enough in. So that's problem number 1. Protein shakes, I'm making it because I drink one at snack time here. We have snack time, which is about 9:30, and I'll drink one. And then on my way home, I'm hungry. I'm actually feeling hunger by the time I get off work. And so I drink one on the way home. And that's right there, that's 60 grams of protein because I do the Premier Protein, which has 30 grams of protein in each one. I don't love the taste of them. I've tried a bunch of different ones. I like banana. The banana one is my favorite right now, which is weird. They say your taste buds change, and they're not lying. Because I bought all these protein shakes, and the only ones I like now are banana. And the ones, I drank them all on the liquid diet, the pre-op diet, and I liked them. But right now, the only ones I can stand are banana. And another YouTuber, Foodie Turned Sleevey, which she's awesome too. You should watch her. She drinks her protein shake in her coffee in the morning, which saves my life because I also put about a half of the Premier Protein in my coffee, and I use caramel because I always drink caramel coffee anyway. I love caramel macchiatos, and it's sugar for it's the you have no sugar, so it's still good for you. And I get about 15 grams of protein in my coffee if I finish it. I don't usually finish it though, so probably about 7 grams in my coffee. And then the 60 in my 2 shakes. So I'm doing okay with protein. It's the water. I need to get more water in. And the sugar-free popsicles help, but they're only 2 ounces. And so I'm not getting, you'd have to eat a ton to get 50 ounces. I'm not walking enough, excuse me. That's another thing. You're going to burp for the rest of your life. Everybody tells you that, but the constant burping is so annoying. I haven't had gas the other direction, but I have a huge problem with burping, which is annoying. But, it's a small price to pay. For 10 pounds last week, I'll take the burping. I need to walk more. I love walking, and I didn't think I would, but it makes you feel better. It really does. I do get tired way too quickly, and I'm trying to be really vigilant on my vitamins and the protein. I'm not sure why I'm so tired, but I am. After I walk, like we took a hiking trail yesterday, me and the kids, which was fun, but I didn't get all the way through the trail. We got about halfway, and I turned around and went back to the car because I was beat. I'm done. So I'll work up to longer strength. I really want to do a lot more of the hiking, but that was fun. And it helps. Okay, here are my funny stories now. Things I've never heard from anyone else. Okay, back to week 2. I'm sorry about that. Someone knocked on the door, and I don't know if I'll be able to splice them together because, I'm old, but we'll try. Where was I? Oh, the funny stuff. These are my funny stories. Okay, week 2, I went back to work. Well, life seemed normal, and I felt so good that I did crazy things. I brought my broccoli and cheese soup. I'm allowed to have soup. And the kids were eating lunch, and I was taking my bites. Well, I took like 4 bites in rapid succession. I wasn't using a baby spoon like I'm supposed to. And the kids were talking, and you're used to eating. I'm not even thinking. And I ate 4 spoons. Okay. I can't even explain to you what really happened. I took my 4th spoon. I'm packing up the kids' lunch. We go back to our class, and I sit down, and it feels like someone took a Coke bottle and shook it up and put it in my stomach. I did not feel nauseous at all. My mouth didn't water like I'm going to vomit. It wasn't that at all. It was pressure, just like a Coke bottle. And it came shooting up like this. And I had to literally hold it in my mouth because it was going to shoot out my mouth. It was insane. It was literally like someone had shaken up a Coke bottle and put it in there, and it was coming out. And I ran to the bathroom, and I spit it out, and like 2 of those teaspoons came back out. I had just tried to put too much in. That was crazy. That was the first time I realized, wait, I'm not being careful enough. I'm just not used to it. Getting used to the sleeve is crazy, but that was such a bizarre feeling. Okay, the second one I have since found out is called sliming. I've never heard anybody talk about this, and I looked it up. I was Googling what was going on because, again, I thought either something was wrong with me, or it's my age, or my sleeve is messed up, or there's no telling. But it's my fault because I am in the full liquid diet stage, which means yogurt, pudding, soups, and protein shakes. I made chicken salad. I saw other people on YouTube, they're on full foods already. People that go to Mexico, their surgeon sends them home on complete foods already. So I thought, I'll be fine. So I smashed it up, really thin, and I put, what is that cheese? Laughing Cow cheese in it, so it's smooth. And I ate about, 2 bites, maybe 3 bites. Small bites, because I'd learned my lesson with the, shooting out. 2 or 3 small bites. The weirdest thing happened. It was like, and I'm sorry, it's gonna be gross, but it's what happened. It was like snot was coming out of my throat. And so, and this time I didn't feel nauseous at all, and I didn't do that kind of thing, but it was just slime, gross slime kept coming up. And so I went to the bathroom and I kept spitting it out. This went on for like 6 minutes, which felt like an hour and a half of just weird slime coming out of my mouth. And I found out from Googling it and figuring it out that it's called sliming, and it happens when your new stomach is full and you have food sitting on top of the entryway to the stomach waiting its turn to go in because the stomach is full. Your body finds another way to get rid of it. It's saying, this doesn't belong here, this is too much. And so it sends saliva back out. It sends saliva in your esophagus to shoot it back out. And boy, it was disgusting. It didn't taste disgusting, but it felt like I was vomiting snot, which is really gross. And it went on for way too long. It was 2 bites. And it just kept coming out, this weird foamy slime. Excuse me. And that's because, you know what? I cheated. And that's God saying, you know what? You're not supposed to do that yet. And here's the price you're going to pay. So don't eat wrong. Follow your surgeon's orders. Everybody says that. And again, I'm listening to them and I'm like, I know I will. I'm going to follow my surgeon's orders. I did it. You just get cocky. You feel good. You think, oh, my stomach's fine. And you're not being careful. And I have to be careful. The other one is I wanted to try this bulletproof coffee because pooping is a problem. It's so awful. I've never had a problem pooping. And it's just not something that comes easily anymore. And so I thought, I read bulletproof coffee. It's great. It's a teaspoon of MCT oil, a teaspoon of butter, and which sounds disgusting, and some kind of flavoring, and almond milk, and then your coffee. And you leave the coffee out and you blend the rest of it together, like in a blender or a frother, and then you pour it in your coffee, and it just makes it thick and creamy like a latte or something. But the oil was too much, and again, I'm only 2 weeks out, so I drank it yesterday, and it just didn't sit well. It sat very heavy on my stomach. It made me nauseous. I did use the restroom. It worked, but I just didn't feel very well. So I'm going to look into some other ways to help with that problem because I'm not ready for bulletproof coffee. I will say it tastes good, and I think later on when I do the full-on keto, probably maybe a month or 2 out, I will go back to bulletproof coffee, but it just did not sit well right now. I don't think my stomach is ready for it. I talked about the hike yesterday, which was awesome, and I want to do more of that. Walking, it's not even about the exercise. Well, I guess it is. It helps you heal. I always feel better after I walk. I'm tired, but I feel better. Everything just seems to sit better, and my stomach works better. And a lot of these people on YouTube name their stomach, and I keep thinking that's so silly. You gave your stomach a name, but what it is you feel like now it is its own person because you have to listen to it even if you don't want to, like the sliming. I can't you know, it's up to the stomach, not me. So I may end up naming it and coming up with a funny, you know, she says this and she says that, but right now, we're not there yet. I have one super exciting thing. I'm healed enough that I can sleep back on my stomach again. I love sleeping on my stomach, and I've had no good sleep since surgery. So I'm super pumped that I can sleep on my stomach last night, and I slept so great. I go to the doctor today to find out if I get to go to purees or if I'm still on full liquid diet, what exercises I can do, and if I can take a bath. I want to soak in my big hot tub. Not a hot tub, but my big tub with hot water in it. I love a bath, but he told me no baths right now, so I have to wait. And I think that is the extent of my week too. Don't eat solid food. It will cause you to do that disgusting slime thing. Walk. Don't go back to work too early. And don't try the bulletproof coffee until you're about one more week out. I don't have any answers for the pooping problem, though. I'm going to look that up and I'll let you know next week. I'll talk to you next week. Bye.